I have stealth camped at a prison, at a police station, at the airport, at multiple supermarkets across the UK, but tonight I'm going to attempt to pull one off in Germany. Good afternoon, people. For once, I know which country I'm in, and that is Germany. But last time I saw you, I was in the Netherlands, near Rotterdam. Since then, I've been heading east because tomorrow morning I need to be in a place called, I think it's Lübeck, in Germany to get a ferry over to Sweden. But this morning I had an absolute nightmare. So I was in this little town. I'd pulled off to find some breakfast basically, and I went into this grim bakery that was really, really nice, and I had a delicious bagel. What an absolute delight that was. And then I went on to get my first ever haircut from a German barber, and it made me think, if a German person is a female, are they called a Ger-woman? Anyway, I got my haircut, and that's where the nightmare started. Right? I went on my phone to look on the sat-nav to put the ferry port into the address, and I had no internet. So I was like, what's going on? So I switched between my eSIM and my normal SIM, still no internet. And I just didn't know where to go. So I started driving just randomly, hoping I could find signal, and I couldn't. In the end, I saw the sign for the main motorway, and on there it said Lübeck, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's basically where we're heading for the morning. So I was like, cool, at least I'm on the right route. I've been driving on that motorway for about 2 hours, pulled over here, still no internet. Just as I was about to pull away and just wing it with road signs, the internet's come back. So we can now put the destination into the sat-nav. And tonight, we are going to go and sleep, hopefully, in a supermarket, somewhere near the ferry port.
At the lights, turn left onto Border.
We are apparently 1 minute away. There's a Lidl up there, so that could be another option. The first one that I'm going to try though is Aldi, which is just around this corner. No idea when this place actually shuts. So here we go, Monday to Saturday, 7 until 8. There's no barriers on the car park, so we won't get locked in as such, but will we get a fine or will we get clamped? That is another story. But I'll just come around the back bit, and there are some spaces all tucked up there that are well out of the way, probably easier to sleep in, or easier to get away with, but those businesses next to me there are not supermarkets, so it wouldn't be an official supermarket stealth camp, and I cannot have that on my watch. So I have just rocked up right opposite the entrance, and I think to blend in as a regular shopper, the first thing that we must do is become a regular shopper. I may have gone slightly overboard today with the shopping, but the van is basically empty, void of all foodage. Literally, all that's in here at the moment is a banana bread bit. And other than that, the fridge is empty. So it's time to top it up with some goodies. The first thing I found was this. Now, you guys know that I love a good pizza, and I also love a good donut. So what better than a pizza donut? But the problem I've got now is, after buying the pizza donut, I was going to have that as a snack and then make me dinner. But it looks like dinner is now going to be a full-on pizza, so I think I'm going to save that pizza donut for breakfast. But this is a pizza kit. I wasn't going to buy a pizza kit, but these kits are rare because they come with this amazing pizza sauce in the kit. I had one on the way up to the Arctic last time, so I simply could not resist. As for the topping, I'm going to go for tuna. I've got not just one, but 2 types of cheese. Obviously, we got mozzarella, but then we also have, which is a bit confusing to me, traditional Irish cheddar. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but does cheddar not come from cheddar? But anyway, that's dinner, but the other option was going to be chicken bits mixed with various other items and turned into wraps. But that'll be another day. And other than a ready meal, everything else in the bag is just drinks and more tuna. Oh, actually, I've also got a tiny miniature dessert. So that is the fridge loaded right up. But before I tuck away this pizza donut, I'm going to have a bite, because in the morning it won't be fully fresh, so we'll never know its true potential. No, stop. stop. No. 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 It's still raining out there, but it has eased right off and it looks like it might even stop, which you might think is a good thing, but it's not. When you're stealth camping, rain is your friend because staff and security guards and things like that are less likely to patrol and go looking around at random vehicles in the car parks because they don't want to stand about in the rain. So let's hope we receive some sort of downpour soon, because even when this blind is shut from the outside, I've already had a look, it's pretty obvious that there's a light on. It's really not very black out at all. In fact, later I'll get out and I'll show you what I mean. But for now, it is dinner time. Now, the way I see it, we've got two options. We either use... Where the hell is the grill rack? Oh, I've got it in here. We either use the oven, which is by far the most sensible option, or we go back to our roots for old time's sake, because somebody in the comment section reminded me recently of a wonderful time when I invented what is commonly now known as the God Pocket, which is basically where we use the old Ridge Monkey pan. We take the dough, we spread it out, we line it with the goods, close it over, seal it up like a pasty, and then we cook that on the induction hob at a slow heat, flipping at all times to prevent it from burning. Oh, I miss the God Pocket. Shall we do that? Shall we do that? I don't know. Maybe I'll flip a coin, but what I do know is whichever appliance I go for, I will be pairing it, of course, with my BLUETTIadz Apex 300. She is an absolute beast. It lives down in the corner there because it's a permanent installation in my van. That thing is connected to my fuse box using their D1 hub, and it runs everything. So obviously my lights, I've got my diesel heater, my fridge, this fan that's up on the wall here, obviously my cooker, my air fryer and my induction hob, plus my CCTV and pretty much anything else that I want to throw at it. Now, I'm aware that I've shown you the Apex 300 in previous videos, but the reason I wanted to show you again is because I've used it for a long time now. So this is an update from a user's perspective, and it's still running the same as it was on day one. I highly recommend it. It's connected to my van with the Charger 1 product from BLUETTIadz as well, so as I drive it tops it up, which means if we open up the app here rather than pulling it out, we can see that it is currently at 96% and it's ready to go like a well-behaved yet ferocious baby rhino nestled in the corner waiting to unleash the full fury of electricity upon my van. So yeah, if you don't want a complicated leisure battery setup and you want a power station that's permanently in the van to run absolutely everything, that is the model that I recommend. I will stick a link down in the description below along with a cheeky little discount code specifically for you guys. Right, decision made. We're going for the God Pocket. In fact, I think I changed the name in the end, didn't I? It was called the Angel Slipper. We're going for the Angel Slipper. Well, I've just slightly trimmed this side edge, but lengthwise, I reckon it's pretty much good to go. So we're just going to whack open the pizza sauce and just sort of chuck it right in, I guess. We don't want too much. That'll do. Oh, yes. Look at it go. And then we want mainly mozzie. Oh dear, we've had an accident. I was hoping that tuna was drained, but it was certainly not. It was swimming in its own filth and it's just come out all over the floor. I'm going to clean this up, obviously, before it smells. But how the hell are we going to drain the tuna? I'm not sticking that liquid down my sink. The coast is clear. I mean, it worked, but now I'm covered in tuna juice. Why didn't I go for pepperoni? Anyway, the flakes are in the slipper. It's official. So now we just got to add some cheddar and attempt to make a solid seal around the edges so that we don't have any mishaps during the cooking process. But that is a job where I need two hands. In fact, let's just whack you down there, shall we? So let's peel back the outer layer and start squeezing her right in. And there we have it. She is an absolute goddess. I think what I might do is it going to stick if I take the paper off? No, should we just leave it like that for like a couple of minutes until it's less like sticky, and then we'll remove the paper to finish the job. Right, let's fire this up, shall we? Well, I'm going to whack it down to a number 3, just in case. But yeah, I'll keep flipping it, and then I'll be back with you guys for the grand unveiling of the paper disc wrappage. I believe we've made a large mistake. Oh, we have. Is she burning in there? Let's get this paper off. Oh no, what have we done? Who's beginning to think we possibly should have used the oven to make a regular pizza? Right, the fan has kicked right in on this thing. The damage has been done, but we're going to try and savour that side. It's not looking too bad, to be honest, but I don't reckon it's the slightest bit cooked in the middle. All is now calm. I'm declaring it officially done. Whether or not I bite into a doughy mess, we'll find out shortly. But just for reference, the Apex 300 is now on 87%, so it's barely taking anything to do that. The moment of... oh dear. Let's just look at the other side, shall we? The moment of truth. Ah, she's looking good. Come on, you beauty. Now, I'm just going to let that cool down whilst I head outside. The reason being, Aldi's going to shut soon. Is it Aldi? Yeah, it is Aldi. It's going to shut soon. And I don't want to go out and check for all the parking restrictions when it's shut, because then I'm just going to stick out like a sore thumb to anyone who's still in there, like stacking the shelves or whatever. But if we head out now and there's still a couple of customers about, we'll just look normal. So I'm going to go check for parking signs and see if there's any chance we're going to get in trouble. Let's just whack the light out. I think there's somebody right outside temporarily. It's just a customer, I think. What is going on out there? Oh yeah, it's just someone's pulled up. I reckon we can just jump out without them noticing a thing. Right, I say that, but they are literally staring at me. What is going on? So I'll just jump in the driver's seat for a minute. I think there might actually have been staff leaving because there's 2 cars. There's that one there, they were right next to each other, and 2 people getting in together. And they were literally just staring over at me. And then there's that one there. I'm just going to wait for them to pull out. I'll just whack my engine on so it looks like I'm sat here trying to demist my windscreen. Right, the coast is clear. There's 2 parking signs up the back here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's just saying that it's disabled parking spots. I'll go and take a closer look just in case. Yeah, that is just disabled parking, so that's fine. Up the side there is where there's all the like other businesses and other parking spots, but we're going to stay in this one. God, we are sticking out quite obviously there. Maybe I should shift it over to the back where these other vans are. Yeah, you've got parking for parent and child over there. And then right up this other end of the car park, there's a couple of vans. They're not campers, they're just empty vans, work vans. And then round the side there, obviously that's where they get their deliveries. But I can't spot any signs telling me that I'm not allowed to park in it. The only sign is that one there, which tells you the opening hours. So I reckon we are good to go. Let's tuck right in. Well, I'm just going to show you the burnt side so that you can see the damage. It's not that bad, but you can see the cheese is starting to leak out the side, which looks really nice. Do you know what? It's like a really nice warm pillow. Well, I'm just going to cut her down. I'm just going to cut her down the middle, just so we can get a nice biteable segment. In fact, let's have a look inside, shall we? Gosh, she's looking good. I'd forgotten the glory of the angel slipper. That is amazing. It's cooked all the way through. The perfect consistency, perfect texture. That is the one. Alright, there's all sorts of shouting going on over there, and there's a geezer. You probably can't see him. Hold on. Let's just whack that onto channel 1. Why isn't it going onto channel 1? What the hell is going on? No, that's not for that. Wait a sec. What is going on? This remote doesn't have all the channels on it like my old one used to. It's not touchscreen, is it? No, what the hell? I've been ripped right off. Oh, the geezer's gone now. We've missed all the drama. Oh no, wait, someone's coming back. Hold on, guys. It's me that's being stupid. It's this remote you need. Then you got to point it down there at that thing. Oh, wait, there's a geezer. There's a geezer. Is that the shouty man? Go back. There he is. And that's a woman. Which I predict she must be out there. There she is. Right, before I settle in for the evening, I thought I would show you how stealth or unstealth that blind is. I mean, it's just a beacon of light on the side of the van, basically. Although, to be fair, if you take a few paces back and just look at it from here, because the rest of the van's white, it kind of just looks like part of it. You wouldn't really know it's a light, you just think it's a white shape. But that's because we're parked under these lights. If these lights go out at any point, then we are literally just going to be advertising ourselves with that light on the side. Talk of the devil, I was literally just about to get back in the van and all the lights went out. There's a delivery driver over in the background there who's just rocked up. He's now looking at me. And as you can see, what I was just talking about, there is now a clear, blatant, glowing light coming from the van. I think we need to switch that off, at least until that delivery driver's done the off anyway. So for now, I'm going to sit in darkness. Well, I've been sat here in the dark for literally about an hour. And I'll be honest with you, I've had enough. Actually, no, it hasn't been too bad, to be fair. I've just been scrolling away on my phone. But it's time to shed some light on the situation. To be honest, I don't know if that guy's still there in the lorry because my diesel heater's been on full blast. So the noise of that has sort of covered up any noise that's been going on outside, and I've not been paying attention to the CCTV. It's hard to tell from this angle where he is, but I'm just going to trust that if he's still there, then he's probably not looking over in this direction anymore. Right, so the time is, gosh, well late. It's 10 o'clock. How the hell did that happen? 10 p.m. I've got to be up early, right? So the ferry leaves at 10. I've got to be there. What does it say? Check-in at 9. So I want to be safe. I'll get there at 8 because I don't know what traffic is like. I also don't know exactly where this ferry port is because there's loads around here. So to be safe, right, it says 10 minutes to the one that I think it is. So we need to leave here at 7:50. Let's just be safe and aim to leave here at 7:49, which for me is extremely early, as you probably know. I also want to make a coffee in the morning. Oh, do you know what I'm going to make in the morning? Well, you'll see in the morning. Something I haven't had for such a long time. Can't wait. Oh, do you know the best thing about having a fridge next to the bed? I just remembered. Oh, yes. Look at it go. We have my dessert. Gourmet, finest cuisine. Carla, the cup's made of glass. That's, genuine glass. So, I'm going to find something to watch, settle down. I will keep an eye on the CCTV. If anyone approaches or the shouty man returns, you will be informed. But if the night remains peaceful, I will catch you guys in the morning.
There's a lot of police blocking off roads. I think it's to do with Jane Austen, I think. The festival, the carnival.
Good morning, people. I am running a little late. As always, it's currently about 7:30 in the morning. And I didn't end up getting sleep till about, I think I put everything down at about 1:30, so probably about 2 a.m. My own fault, I know. I'm not looking forward to switching on the light either. There is a car parked right next to me, so I'm assuming that might be staff, so they've parked away from the entrance. But who knows? All I know is I have no time to think about it. I've got to get up. Oh, it burns! If you're wondering what that cable is, by the way, it's for my heated mattress protector. I need to route it like behind somehow so the wire isn't over everything, but for now that is good enough. That thing is incredible. I've had it on all night long. I absolutely love it. The bed is just like a pita bread that you just don't want to get out of. But unfortunately, we do have to get out of it. God, these windows are a bit steamed up. There's no time to deal with that right now, but when I drive to the port, I will open up a couple of the windows in the back here and leave the diesel heater running for 20 minutes. But right now, we have pressing issues to deal with. I don't actually believe it. What the hell? Ugh. There is nothing quite like a manual mocha. It has been so long, I don't even know how long. Talking of being long though, it's later than I thought. It's 10 to 8. The boat leaves in 2 hours and 10 minutes. We need to get a move on. Ah, it bit me! It's well hot! What the hell? I've put the bed back down. I'm leaving the drink to cool and I need to go and find a bin for that rubbish bag. but for some reason there does not appear to be one. It's getting light out here and there's humans all over the place. Well, we're going to have to deal with that later, because the more pressing issue is the windscreen is like an actual ocean. I need my window vac thing, but I don't have it with me on this trip. I'm just going to have to sit it out. I'm no expert, but that noise does not sound like the healthiest of noises to come from a vehicle. Is this it, do you think? Is this where the wet belt engine finally starts rising up and attacking me? Yeah, great. Anyway, we don't have time to think about that now. I need to get this hopefully non-ferociously hot drink down me and get to the port, or we are going to miss the boat. Luckily, there are signs up ahead to tell me where to go, maybe. Wait, we've got a fast lane and a check-in. Right, I'm guessing this one, I think Finn Lines is the ship. I really should have double-checked though. What the hell was that bright light? Was that like taking a photo of me or something? Right, basically, we're not allowed to take a van onto this ship. I already knew that, but we are allowed to take a camper van, so that's why I've put the bed down partly as well, so as soon as I open the door, they'll be like, camper vehicle. Helsinki, Malmö. Where the hell am I even going? It's Sweden, but I don't know where we're going. Helsinki, isn't that Finland? I'm pretending to talk on my phone just so that she doesn't think I'm talking to a camera. But basically I've been sat here for 10 minutes and I've got a quick clip just to show you, but basically she's sat next to me behind the glass, hasn't even made eye contact yet. She's just on her little headset laughing and chatting away. It might be because check-in's not open yet, but she's not made any sort of signal to me to say that. She's literally just sat there completely ignoring me. There's now another vehicle behind me waiting as well. I have officially made it inside Peter Pan. We're safely on the ship. I have been down to my room, but it's not ready yet. So they're still cleaning it, which means I've just had to walk up about 50 flights of stairs to come up here to check out the deck. We'll go out there in just a minute. But first and foremost, the most exciting part of any ship, the disabled toilet viewing lounge. Yes, you heard me correctly. So we've got a number of seats here, families can gather, and we can all take a nice hard look at the disabled toilets. A ship isn't a ship without one of those rooms. Anyway, let's go out on the deck and check this out. So we appear to have the control station just over there. That's what it's called. Oh, hang on a sec. Finn Swan? I've been ripped off. I thought we'd gone on to Peter Pan. We must have veered off just before we boarded and I didn't notice. Anyway, we're not on Peter Pan then. Where's Peter Pan? Well, this one's called Finn Swan. This is a helipad so that all our rich friends can land. And around the other side here, we've just got a couple of picnic tables and an area that we're not allowed to get onto. There are hordes upon hordes of lorries all down there waiting to be cargoed right up. And over the other side we have some, what I imagine would be spectacular views in the summer. But at the moment it's just a misty, hazy, cold, wet day. Down on deck 11 now, and it looks pretty impressive. There's all sorts of bars, captain lounge, duty-free shops, sauna, jacuzzi. Got recliner seats, pet area, panorama lounge and a sun deck. It doesn't seem to be open yet, but that's the shop in there. I'll go check that out later. This is the sauna and jacuzzi. Surely not. This is amazing. Got a women's one in there and the men's. Whoa, I've stacked it. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that on the ship, if I'm honest. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing that's another shop, duty free by the looks of it. Got the bar area here.
On the gym, it's on the off of the boat, on the left side if you...
The restaurant bit is behind me there, but that's closed at the moment as well. But a guy just told me that somewhere around here there's even a gym. The guy down the end said there was a gym somewhere around here.
On the ferry to Finland, indeed.
Oh, so it's not open?
It's not open.
Ah, okay. Is this the gym?
No, this is not
Looks very-
for the kids.
Looks very healthy in there.
No, go ask at the bar. I know.
Yeah, he did. He said it was down here. Oh, it might be. There's a locked door around here. Maybe it was in there.
They converted the vessel, so.
Oh, so it might have changed. They may have turned it into a casino. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's in there.
Yeah, maybe it's in there. So.
That makes sense because he said it was near the...
Okay.
Right, well that's the end of that. I guess I'll just have to have a massive fry-up instead of a workout. And this is my cabin. These cabins are probably quite expensive if you do a night sailing, but when you do a day sailing, they always offer them real cheap because not many people want them. And obviously you don't really make use of the bed, it's just somewhere to sit and hopefully, oh no, it said it had a desk. Why would they lie to me like this? Unless it's in here, is it? Come on, little desk, where are you? You imbecile! I guess that's what they're counting as a desk there. I was planning on doing my work on a desk. Oh well, I'll just have to sit in bed and hope I don't fall asleep to get my work done. But the cabin was only about 29 euros extra, so I'm not complaining. But before I do anything, I am going to go up and get myself a breakfast. But I'm not going to film all of that because watching me eat a breakfast isn't the most exciting thing in the world. Hang on a sec, what do we have in here? Oh, look at... Ugh. Oh, that's where he's been cleaning, that's alright. And a shower which looks relatively clean. Oh look, we do actually have lights as well. It's knocking about in the dark. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I will probably film one either tomorrow or the next day in Sweden to show you where I am. I wonder if that's Peter Pan over there. Maybe it is. I've just realised something after looking in the mirror for the first time since the barbers. It's not so much of a fade, is it? It's more of an anti-fade. Maybe I'll stick to my usual barber from now on. But yeah, I am going to leave you guys here. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and I will catch you on the next one.